Start with Craig, go to Luke after that.
Eddie, was that everything you wanted, more importantly, everything you needed tonight?
Yeah, it was all those things. I think we needed a performance and a result. I think we got that tonight, especially in the first half. Thought it was hallmark, us at our best, front foot, really good energy, good feel, good quality, good attitude most importantly, and a massive win for us.
A lot was made on Sunday about the viewing of the Tonali substitution. You can't take him off the 92nd minute tonight. It's a standing ovation for him. Applause for you, the support at the end of the dugout shouting that he loved you. Does it feel very different sort of 3 years on? That shows what a win can do in that field.
Yeah, I always think football changes and games change in a heartbeat, and also feelings and momentum can change really quickly. And I think for us, when you're in a difficult moment, you need someone to spark you into life the opposite way, and the only people that can do that is ourselves, players, staff, coming together and ultimately winning football matches is what we need to do. I think the intention was really good today from the players. I think you can see from kick-off we were there mentally. The quality for me has never been in doubt. The fitness levels and the sharpness look good today. So we beat a very good team today. Let's make no illusions. I know they made changes, but they're still a top team full of outstanding players. So a really big performance from the group.
Can I just ask on Sandro, in that central midfield role for the first time this season, how do you think he played? And is that something you could explore going forward?
Yeah, he did very well. I mean, that's one of the major reasons that we signed him, that he can play a dual role in midfield. He's not a one-dimensional player. I've always seen him as a very, very good player in that position, very disciplined, very diligent. He was all those things defensively tonight. He obviously uses the ball well. Of course, that's something we can explore further. Need to always get the balance right in the team, whether that's midfield or in other areas of the pitch. But I was pleased with how the midfield looked. I do think I have to say special well done to Joelinton today for his versatility again. Is just incredible, and he's such a bonus for us to be able to play him wide left, wide right, wing back. Brilliant performance.
Thanks, Craig. Luke and then George.
Does it give you a decision to make, balance? Because it looked like a better balance in midfield today than it has done.
Yeah, I mean, I think every game's different. The opponents are different. We're different. You know, you have to get the balance right. Of course, in every game, we're looking at trying to find the best solution for the team, because obviously we're not winning games. So in the Premier League, we haven't been. So we continually tweak. I thought Joe Willock did very well today. I thought Sean Longstaff did very well. So we've got very good players competing for positions, which is what you want in any team.
Do you think that was Tonali's best performance since he came back from the ban in terms of an all-round impact on the game?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, it would definitely be up there. I think mainly out of possession for me. I thought he was excellent at plugging spaces. Of course, our pressing was very good. He was pivotal to that. He had to jump quite a big distance to get to Fernandes. I thought he did it really well. And
also a reminder what Joe Willock brings as well with his speed and ability to carry the ball. Yeah, it's been frustrating for Joe because it's been such a long time since we've had him on a consistent basis. No one's ever doubted his qualities. He's got an incredible ability to carry the ball, big distances up the pitch. He's athletic, he's got a goal in him, and he is creative, and all the things that we've arguably missed in our midfield this season. So great to have him back.
Thank you. And a few to get through. Go to George, then up to Lee Radder at the back.
I think you said that you were slightly concerned that confidence may become affected after the run of the Premier League. You could almost see it sort of flowing back into the team in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, confidence is always a fragile thing in all sorts of ways, and I think the only thing that truly gives it, you can talk about it, you can do lots of different things, but winning football matches is the only thing that gives footballers confidence, in my opinion. So I think it was a really important moment for us today. We looked like we had goals in us as well today, scored 2, could have scored more. Yes, Nick made some good saves and we had to defend well, but you're always going to in every Premier League game. It goes without saying we'll have work to do defensively. And there's areas to improve, but I think just generally we'll feel much better about ourselves tonight.
I may be wrong, because I think that's the first time that Newcastle have got to 3 consecutive League Cup quarter-finals. I mean, I know that's not where the club aspires to be, but it does say something, doesn't it, about what's happened to him in the last 2 or 3 years and how important that competition been.
Yeah, well, I think it does say something, because I think the early rounds in every cup competition are very difficult, as we found to our cost against Cambridge and Sheffield Wednesday. I think your attitude, most importantly, in the early rounds has to be spot on, or you'll be eliminated. So I think we've navigated those pretty well. But then when you later in the competition, you come up against teams like Chelsea today, and you have to have the players with the ability to win games like that. And I think the more games of this calibre we can win, these are the acid tests really for where we want to be. We narrowly missed out against Chelsea last year from a semi-final. That was agonising for us. Fingers crossed we can go a step further this year.
Okay, we've got to Lee, John, and then Joe. Lee?
Hi Eddie. The challenge from Anthony Gordon early on in the game seemed to set the tone. Is that something you were trying to do? The PSG game, I thought in that way that you gave the crowd something to feel on.
Yeah, I think we're always looking for that spark, whether that's in possession or out of possession, whatever the moment is, to try and elevate us. And I think Anthony certainly did that. He made a really good early impression in the match. And the key here is always trying to get the crowd in the game. That's such a force for us, but if we don't do that, I think more for us. They were in the game. I thought the crowd were really good for us today, and again, the appetite for games here, regardless of the competition, is so strong, and it was great to be able to win for them today.
Were you feeling that electricity from the crowd in the dugout tonight? It's nothing better than a night game.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily feeling the electricity, but I think the players were. That's the most important thing for me. My brain goes into a totally different moment. I don't really notice too much other than the game, but I really appreciated the environment they created for the players today.
Just on Anthony, was it a close call in terms of his injury?
No, he felt good. We didn't feel it was a serious one when he did it, but yeah, he felt confident in it enough to play. I was pleased with his performance. I think there's still more to come from him, but delighted he got through what he did.
Okay, Jordan?
You mentioned Joe and Joe Willock. Did them two on the left hand side potentially bring out the best in each other? So a couple of seasons ago in place of the Champions League, it was sort of them dovetailing, and we see that again tonight.
Yes, well, it's a difficult position for me to pick from, because we have sort of an array of riches on that left hand side with Anthony, Harvey, Joe. I mean, Joe Linton and Willock, when they play together, they dovetail that position really well. So yeah, I'm not sure what the final solution to that is, but other than we've got very good players competing for places, and that's what I've said so many times, that's what we need in all areas of the pitch. Today we utilised Anthony on the right. I thought he did fine. I thought Joe Willock and Joe Linton did really well down the left, so I was delighted with the solidity they both gave us.
Was that a night where Kelly grasped his opportunity as well? He's got to be patient, I guess, to get his chance at centre half in particular.
Yeah, again, that's an example of why we signed Lloyd, because he's got that ability to play two positions. Left back he's played already. This is his first real game for any length of period at centre half. I thought he did really well. He's got the athleticism and the physical qualities to really help us, especially in games like tonight when we're pressing high up the pitch. So really pleased with his performance.
Thanks, John. Joe?
Switching to 5 at the back at the end of the game, was that just to see how sort of Chelsea direct going forward?
Well, yeah, they started to give us problems with Cucurella coming inside and the width from Mudryk, so we just made a tactical adjustment just to try and help us defend the width of the pitch really, and that's where, as I said, Joe Linton's versatility and attitude to be able to do what he does really comes to the fore for us.
That was the reason before he went down. Is he okay?
I hope he's okay. Yeah, I haven't spoke with him yet, so fingers crossed.
Thanks, Joe. Last few to finish will go Scott, Martin and Kieran. Scott?
Just one more on Joe Linton, because clearly in that role he's very, very different to Anthony or Harvey playing there really, but we saw what he can do in the kind of season he qualified for the Champions League in that role. A lot of his strengths do seem to really help him when he's playing that role and setting the press and setting the tone.
Yeah, because he's sort of not your conventional winger. He's a hybrid of different qualities, but plays the position brilliantly for me. Always has done, and that's where if someone said to me, what's Joe Linton's best position, I'd be struggle to give you one answer, which is a brilliant thing for me to have within the squad. But also, as I think the question alluded to earlier, I think sometimes when you pick a team, it's not just about the player and the position, it's about the relationships that they form around and having the understanding and bringing out the best of other players. I think Willock and Joelinton did that together tonight.
And no Jacob Murphy in the squad, was that injury? Or?
Yeah, slight hamstring, but nothing serious.
Okay, Martin?
That fan back in 5 minutes in the match, I know we're talking about it, but what does that mean individually for him and also the collective nonsense?
Sorry, what did you say at the start?
The fan told you that he loved you and you give him the
Oh, right, okay, yeah. He does it every week, but I don't know whether it's genuine.
I ruined my intro now.
Sorry.
He really means it.
I don't actually get a look at his face. I hope that I can actually properly meet him one day.
But in terms of that banter at the back from the crowd tonight, what does that mean to you?
It means everything, because if you don't have that internal support, the job becomes very difficult. We're all on the journey together, whether we win, lose or draw, and I have to say the supporters that I've experienced in the stadiums, out and the rare times that I do venture out of my home and the training ground, have been absolutely brilliant, and I'm sure they know that we're working as hard as we can to be successful here. I've said many times that will never change. I'll give my all, and I hope that that's enough.
What was the reaction of the players like in the dressing room after the game?
I think they were pretty calm. I think no extreme celebrations. We know we've got another game very quickly, so now all focus goes onto that.
Thanks, Martin. Kieran to finish?
I think sometimes the League Cup gets the bad for it. Saw a lot of commitment from the team with the loss. I mean, hoping Joelinton was pushing Chelsea players away and late and square up the goal. They're just asking about that side of the game.
For me, the competition's irrelevant to a degree, in the sense that as soon as we're asked to play, we have to give everything we can to win. I look at the same towards training, to be honest. If we're having a training match or a training game or whatever it is we're doing it to do it right and to try and give the best we can of ourselves. I think it's the only way to play, and that's the only habit to build in the squad. Tonight, this is a competition we love. We want to do well in it. I think we've shown that over the years, and I think we showed it today, hopefully with the team selection, that we were serious. I'm delighted to get through.
With quarter goals, very storm Chelsea, they're really a bit smooth. The atmosphere and the energy as well, how powerful in that.
Well, it can be, yeah. We've experienced that before here, where we get momentum and it's such a force. It's so difficult for teams, and I've been a team coming here and playing against it. We haven't had that this season due to our own performances. We need to try and get that back, because it can make the difference.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks so much.
Hey, Magpies fans, what a game. Newcastle bounced back in style, beating Chelsea 2-0 in the Carabao Cup to secure a quarter-final spot. Just 3 days after losing in the Premier League, Eddie Howe's side came out strong. Alexander Isak struck first, seizing on a Chelsea mistake, followed by Joe Willock's header, deflected in by Disasi. Despite Chelsea's second-half push, our defence held firm, with Sandro Tonali standing out. Howe, thrilled with the response, praised the team's grit and ability to capitalise on errors. Next stop, quarter-finals. Bring on the next round, Magpies.